The Cleveland Browns quarterback room is heating up again, but Dillon Gabriel isn't flinching. While the critics are circling, the fans are frustrated, and Shedeur Sanders' name keeps echoing across Cleveland, Gabriel is staying calm, focused, and confident. The question is, should he be? Let's dive into what's really going on behind the scenes and why Dillon Gabriel believes he still deserves that QB1 spot. Ever since Dillon Gabriel took over as the Browns' starting quarterback back in Week 5, things haven't gone exactly as planned. The young quarterback has faced a storm of criticism from both analysts and fans after putting together a string of lackluster performances in every single game he's started. Cleveland has been desperate for some spark on offense, but Gabriel's play hasn't done much to ignite hope. His most recent game in Week 10 against the New York Jets was another frustrating chapter. Once again, Gabriel looked out of sync with his receivers, unable to establish rhythm or momentum. He finished the day completing 17 of 32 passes for 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. On paper, those numbers don't look terrible, but the eye test told a different story. The Browns' offense remained flat and uninspired, struggling to move the chains or sustain drives. After the loss, head coach Kevin Stefanski stepped to the podium and made it crystal clear he's sticking with Dillon Gabriel. Stefanski reaffirmed his trust in the young quarterback, saying that Gabriel will remain the starter, almost regardless of the outcome. It was a strong vote of confidence, one that not everyone in Cleveland agrees with. Statistically, Gabriel's situation doesn't look great. His completion percentage sits at 58.6%, which ranks as the second worst among all starting quarterbacks in the league, only slightly better than rookie Cam Ward of the Tennessee Titans. But even with those numbers, Gabriel insists he knows exactly what he needs to do to keep his job. Speaking to the media on Wednesday, November 12th, Gabriel addressed the ongoing speculation about his future and the rising chatter surrounding Shedeur Sanders. He didn't sound panicked. In fact, he sounded grounded and self-aware. "Not overthinking it, but you just miss. Sometimes you miss," Gabriel said. "You want to eliminate as many as you can. Definitely when you lose, it's magnified. I think you're always going to continue to work on that, and that's something you want to pride yourself on, making those throws." He went on to explain how important it is to give his receivers every possible opportunity to make plays. It's striving for every inch and being able to catch runners and allow them to get more receiving yards after the catch. So being accurate in that way and then giving guys a chance. Still, the numbers paint a concerning picture. Gabriel's completion rate drops below 45% on deep passes, a major issue for a quarterback who needs to stretch defenses and open up the playbook. His cautious play style, often avoiding risky throws to prevent interceptions, has backfired. By playing too safe, he's created a cycle of incompletions and stall drives. Head coach Kevin Stefanski, though, continues to back his guy. He told reporters, "I would just caution, to any quarterback, young or old, you're going to miss throws. It's an occupational hazard. You're not going to go 100% completion percentage." He added that every throw is a learning opportunity. You coach every throw. You say, "Hey, use your technique here," or "Trust what you're seeing there." Those are all things you work through. Stefanski finished by saying there are still things Gabriel can improve on, and that the coaching staff also bears responsibility. "There are things that I know Dillon can do better, and will do better as a young quarterback. And I know there are things that we as a staff can do better in putting our guys in position." Dillon Gabriel knows the pressure is on. The fans are calling for Shedeur Sanders, and the critics aren't letting up. But Gabriel isn't panicking. He's focusing on his craft, trusting the process, and staying true to himself. Whether that's enough to silence the noise, that's a story still being written in Cleveland. So what do you think, Browns fans? Should Kevin Stefanski keep believing in Dillon Gabriel, or is it time to give Shedeur Sanders his shot at QB1? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the latest updates from the Dog Pound.